are the student of nursery section from DAV Boys Mugapper. We are very happy to be here today. We will now present our program Panch Mahayagna.
Let us now learn about Panch Mahayagna.
Panch Mahayagna are the 5 sacred duties to be done daily to live a life of harmony. The first yajna is Brahma Yajna. This is spending time doing meditation, yoga, pranayama.
What is the second yajna, Jaya?
The second yajna is Deva Yajna, doing Nandiyota or Havan daily. The herbs and some meat, we put it in a Havan, helps to purify the atmosphere.
The third yajna is Pitru Yajna. Who are Pitrus, Jaya? Our parents and elders are our Pitrus. Service to parents and elders is Pitru Yajna.
The fourth yajna is Aditi Yajna.
Aditya, who Sita Sameleta, Jaya?
Yes, you are absolutely correct. Service to others, learn the people, sages and gurus when they visit our home is called Aditi Yajna. Taking care of animals around us.
Thank you, Acharya. Armyana Vilakam.
Is it possible to follow the Vedic principles in our lives, in our countries?
Why these dear? These principles can be seen every day, every places and every organizations. Various mottos from our latest country, Bharat, inspired from scriptures. Let's learn about various mottos from our friends.
Motto of countries Satyameva Jayate is from Mundaka Upanishad, meaning truth alone triumph. Thank you, Acharya, for guiding us to do the Panch Mahayagna, inspiring us to follow the Vedic principles.
Seva as Natandama, meaning service before them, is taken from Mundaka Upanishad.
The motto of Indian Navy, Chandragalaha, is taken from the Kriya Upanishad. It means be auspicious unto
Thank you, children. That was a wonderful performance. Next, we have the budget by the nursery students of DAV Boys, Mogape.
Dialogues and so much lyrics, especially in different languages. A sincere thanks to all the acharyas who trained them. Thank you, ma'am. And the vice principal ma'am, HM ma'am, and principal ma'am. for all the training, and all the parents here who also contributed and have joined here today. I think this is an experience that we teach our children, not just to learn the mantras and understand, but also know the meaning of it. And that's when the complete mantras benefits gets imbibed into us. So now we'll have a meditation session. We request everybody to be seated comfortably. Teaching, yoga-based teaching, a lot about Vedic philosophy, literature of Swami Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati ji, and a lot of discourse also on Upanishad, Gita, and extensive knowledge about Ayurveda. He will also be leading a 3.
So are you properly ready? Okay. We start this discourse with the chanting of Divine Ekakshari Mantra Om. Of course, you all have made it a while ago, but generally we start our session with the chanting of Om. So be prepared to chant the Divine Ekakshari Mantra Pranavadhvani Om. Whatever you inhale, that is prana. While inhaling the prana shakti into your inner organs, at that moment it is impossible to say, to chant even a single word. When you are exhaling, it means you are throwing the waste material that has been rejected by your body through your nostrils and vocal cords. It converts into your voice and nada. It means when you are exhaling, you can create a magic, the magic of chanting. So first inhale and convert your exhale into divine chanting Om. तत्संसारमसारमेव निखिलम् बुद्ध्वा बुधा बोधका लोकानुग्रहपेशलेन मनसा यत्नः समाधीयताम् लोकानुग्रहपेशलेन मनसा यत्नः समाधीयताम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 सर्वेभ्यो नमः. Okay. So today I am going to discuss some very important points about the truth of myself. Generally, the question rises in our hearts, who am I? Did you have this question in your heart, in your mind, even once in your life? Who am I? To satisfy this question, there are several answers in this universe. But some of them are true and some of them are not true. Today, we try to learn about ourselves according to the Vedas and according to the Upanishads. Okay, so there are two words in Sanskrit. One is Astikaha and the other one is Nastikaha. Do you understand these two words? Nastikaha and Astikaha. Astikaha means one who believes in the existence of soul, one who believes in the existence of God, and one who believes in incarnation. It means next janma, next birth. And who is a Nastik? Nastik is a person who doesn't believe in the existence of God, who even doesn't believe in the existence of a soul, and who doesn't believe in the incarnation. So I hope and I guess and assume all we are Astika, right? Is there anybody who is not Astika but Nastika? So the word theist is used for Astika in English, and the word atheist is used for Nastika in English. So the persons who do not believe in God and soul, they say, we are nothing. But our life is a composition of some physical and chemical reactions. There is no soul, there is no God. Whatever is existed in this universe is this physical body, the composition of physical elements, nothing else. So they say everything is this body and nothing else is existed in this universe. Okay. So is it the ultimate fact of myself? I am merely a composition of some physical and chemical elements. Veda do not agree and accept this theory. The ancient Vedic Vangmaya, the Vedic literature, does not accept this theory. So then, in real, who am I? The question is same, who am I? There are almost 3 famous misconceptions. The first misconception is the atheist people say that we are the bodies, we are just Sharira, nothing else. And the second misconception about me, the existence of soul is, that is Vedanta. They say, Aham Brahmasmi. I am God. I am Brahma. Do you really Brahma? Are you really Brahma? Am I really Brahma? Am I really God? We have to understand and check the truth. And the third one, nowadays it is very famous, that is Shivoham Shivoham. I am the Shiva. So the question is, am I really Shiva? Am I really Brahma? Am I really this body, physical body, nothing else? So today, I want to eliminate these 3 misconceptions from our life with some simple chantings. Are you ready to chant those chantings? Okay. So the first sentence. The first sentence says that I am a soul. Who am I? I am a soul. When we are talking about on the level of the soul, we are not male, we are not female. Our body is male, our body is female. The gender is oriented only on the body, not on the soul. So I am a soul, I am not a physical body. So this is the meaning of the first chanting. So please be prepared to chant these words. So the realization, who am I? I am trying to know, to recognize myself. According to the Vedic concept, we all are souls, not just bodies. So the first sentence, please say, Aham Atma Asmi. All together, please try to feel the truth of these sentences. Aham Atma Asmi. Naham Shariram. Aham Atma Asmi. Naham Shariram. Please keep saying, I am a soul. I am eternal. I am beginningless. And I am endless. I am not this physical body. This physical body is not spiritual. This physical body is a composition of physical elements. That's why the conclusion is, I am a soul. Say it again. Aham Atma Asmi. Naham Shariram. Aham Atma Asmi. Naham Shariram. Now coming to the second point, and this point says that, yes, exactly, I am a soul only. I am not God. I am not Ishvara. I am not Bhagavan, and I am not Deva, but I am a soul. Please keep saying, Aham Atma Asmi. Naham Brahma. Aham Atma Asmi. Naham Brahma. I am a soul. Yes, I am a soul. I am not God. I am a devotee. I am not God. I am an eternal devotee. I am not God. Aham Atma Asmi. Naham Brahma. The next point is, again, I am a soul, but I am not Shiva. I am not the destroyer of the universe. I cannot create and I cannot destroy this universe. I am a very small unit of this universe, and I located, situated at one very small point of this universe. I am not all pervading. I am not omnipresent. I do not exist everywhere of this universe. So please keep saying the third point. Aham Atma Asmi. Naham Shivaha. Aham Atma Asmi. Naham Shivaha. I am a soul. Yes, I am a soul. I am not Shiva. I am not the creator of this universe. I am not the destroyer of this universe. I am situated in a tiny particle of this universe. I am not all pervading. I am not omnipresent. I do not exist in this universe. That's why Aham Atma Asmi Naham Shivaha. So we conclude this discourse saying these words fastly, speedily and rapidly. Please try to follow my pace as well. Aham Atma Asmi Naham Shariram. Aham Atma Asmi Naham Shariram. Aham Atma Asmi Naham Brahma. Aham Atma Asmi Naham Brahma. Aham Atma Asmi Naham Shivaha. Aham Atma Asmi Naham Shivaha. Naham Shivaha. Naham Shivaha. So finally, if I realize the true existence of myself, then it becomes very easy to reach my destination. If you have enough knowledge about your destination, but you do not know where you are located, then it is not easy to start your journey toward in the right direction of your destination. So that's why if my destination is Parameshwar, first I have to know that who am I and how to start my journey. So this discourse explains us, I am a soul, I am not physical body, I am a soul, I am not Brahma, I am a soul, I am not Shiva. But Shiva is my God, Brahma is my God, who is one. God is one, and one God has many more names, several names. So finally, our absolute salutations to God, to attain Him, to attain His bliss in our souls. Now please say to conclude this session, Om Satchidanandaya Ishvaraya Namo Namaha. Om Satchidanandaya Ishvaraya Namo Namaha. Om Satchidanandaya Ishvaraya Namo Namaha. Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Om Shantihi. 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 O God, you are ever existed. You are supreme conscious. And you are the master of eternal bliss. Please fill our souls, our life, our family with your eternal bliss. That's all. Thank you for providing this opportunity to the management, and thanks for all you in front of me to spending your valuable time with me and to chant these Vedic sentences. Thanks again. Om.
Thank you, Acharya ji. So I'm sure all of us feel the vibration of the positive